I call this block the Snowball Pinwheel. This video will teach you how to make your own. The block size, including 1/4 inch seam allowance, is 13 3/8 inches. These cutting instructions will yield one block, so multiply these numbers by how many blocks you'd like to make. You'll need 2 fabrics for this project, one light and one dark. From the light fabric, cut out 5 3 3/8 inch squares and 4 5 1/2 inch squares. From the dark fabric, cut out 4 1 1/2 inch squares and 4 5 1/2 by 3 3/8 inch rectangles. The Snowball Centre. First, we'll do a technique called snowballing. This is where you layer 4 squares on top of a larger square, one in each corner, and sew a 45-degree angle across each one, like this. Start by placing your first 3 3/8 inch light square face up. Then place your 1 1/2 inch dark squares face down in each corner. Sew on the diagonal like this. After sewing, press open the seams and cut away the excess fabric. If you find that you're unable to sew a 45-degree angle accurately, feel free to use a temporary marking pen in order to mark the line before you go ahead and sew on it. You can also pin the fabric in place to avoid shifting. Set aside your Snowball Centre for now. The Pinwheel Spokes. Let's make the pinwheels next. Place your dark 5 1/2 inch by 3 3/8 inch rectangle face up. Then place a 3 3/8 inch light square face down on top of it, lining it up with the top edge. Sew a 45-degree angle across from the top left to the bottom right of the square. After sewing, press open the seams and cut away the excess fabric. Repeat until you've made 4 of them. Assembly. We have all the components of our snowball pinwheel now. Arrange the pieces on a flat surface, check that everything looks like it'll go together as expected. No reverse pinwheel spokes here, so we're good to go. We'll create the rows first, then sew the 3 rows together to form the block. Row 1 and row 3. Start by sewing a large light rectangle, a pinwheel spoke, and another light large rectangle using a 1/4 inch seam. Make 2 of these rows. When pressing the seams, press the seams towards the large squares. Row 2. Next, we'll sew together a pinwheel spoke, a snowball center, and another pinwheel spoke, making sure that the points of your pinwheel spokes are pointing away from the snowball center. Again, use a 1/4 inch seam. When pressing the seams, press these seams towards the snowball center. Now that you have your 3 rows, it's time to sew those rows together. The reason we alternated the direction of the press seams earlier is so that our seams will nest nicely. Take row 1 and row 2 and layer them right sides together. Line up the press seams and pin in place. So, repeat for row 2 and 3. And when you're done, give your block a final press. If this video helped you in your quilting adventure, I'd appreciate it if you'd give this video a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe for more crafty videos. Thanks for watching. This is Craftcore signing off.